my cheaters on. Jeepers, creepers, where'd you get those creepers? Oh, those weepers, how they hypnotize.
What's up everyone, welcome back to another Halloween review, and today we will be reviewing Final Destination 2. So basically this movie was made after Final Destination 1, obviously because hence the name 2, except that this movie is way much more gorier and just way much more funner. I mean, the first one was pretty good and probably more scarier than the second one, but the second one was honestly just much more of an entertaining film. But anyways, let's begin with Final Destination 2. So we start off with our protagonist, and I forgot her name, and I was too lazy to remember all these characters' names since they were all pretty much forgettable. So let's just go with Trish. So Trish was, well, yeah, I'm not doing that. Alright, so I just searched up Final Destination 2 cast, and I think the main character's name is Kimberly, but if it's not, I don't care, that's what I'm going with. And I'm just going to name all the other characters with whatever I choose. So, Kimberly, she's going to go driving because she's new at driving. Her dad wishes her luck. Definitely not foreshadowing or anything. So she's driving with her friends, and one of them smokes pot because this is a horror movie and we gotta have a crackhead in here. So anyways, they're driving basically, and the character is getting paranoid, and we find out that this is the anniversary of the crash of 180, aka the anniversary of Final Destination 1 happening. And this is kind of weird. So you're telling me on the same exact day some collision will happen when someone gets a vision? I mean, that's kind of weird formula, but whatever. So anyways, she has a vision of basically logs coming apart, which makes for an amazing scene. So one just crashes through the cop's head, and then basically these characters forgot what brakes were, so they're all swerving, they're exploding. It's freaking amazing. This guy just gets ran over by the truck. This guy's on fire, freaking log through the face. I still can't get over how awesome that was, even though it's so unrealistic how the logs can just bounce off the road like that. Still, it's freaking amazing, and all this other stuff. And this scene was just pretty freaking awesome in my opinion. Sad to say that this was all a vision, this never happened. So basically she freaks out and drives over, and everybody is wondering what's the hold up. So everybody gets out their cars because they're late or something like that, and then the collision happens, it kills everyone. But here's the plot twist of this. In the first movie, people are dying in the order that they originally should have died in during the collision. But in this movie, the people who died last during the collision die first if they survive it. So the main character died last in the collision. So right when the truck was heading right for her and her friends, the sheriff saved her, but the truck crashed into her friend's car and killed all of them. So basically, she's safe for now, and she's off death's list as of right now. But anyways, it's just killed off 3 random people. And I'm just saying, why would you introduce 3 random people just to kill them off in the beginning? I mean, like, it doesn't impact the character. I mean, she cries a little bit. I mean, like, she doesn't really bring them up. I mean, I get if you bring them in so that, like, she can have something to mourn over, but I mean, she doesn't really mourn over them at all, but whatever. So they all die, and then then they all go to get investigated. Obviously, most of these people believe this is bullcrap, except for the main character, Kimberly. So she gets released, and Steph's plan starts happening. So we have, I'm just going to call this guy the fat guy. So the fat guy was in his room basically, cooking, except that something fell in the garbage disposal. So like an idiot, you put your hand in the garbage disposal, obviously. Then crap started happening. Oh yeah, I forgot to say, he tossed some spaghetti out. This will be important later. So crap starts happening, his apartment sets on fire, and I don't even feel sorry for the guy. I just feel sorry for the people who lived in the apartment with that this guy was in. But anyways, the apartment sets on fire, but he escapes and he's on the road. So he slips in the spaghetti and falls, but the ladder comes down, but it doesn't hit him yet. And so he's obviously relieved, but I have to admit, the first time I saw this, it jump scared me. The ladder came down fully and went right in his eye sockets, which is so unbelievable because if a ladder was coming at you and then it stopped, and it came back down, but only a little, it would not have enough force to just puncture both of your eyeballs all the way to the back of your skull. I mean, it's kind of stupid, but this is Final Destination, and all of the humans are made of cardboard, so let's just go with that. So anyways, what happened? Oh yeah. So they start seeing this guy dead on the news, and they start actually believing this. And this has the fat kid worried, but his mother assures that everything's fine. But and he has his trip to the dentist tomorrow. Oh, what could go wrong? So it turns out that the kid is next. So he goes to his dentist and stuff starts happening. He's about to choke, but the doctor takes that thing out of his mouth. He's like, what the heck just happened? So anyways, he walks out the dentist's office, but like a fool, like he's some 4-year-old, he runs at some pigeons. It causes a construction worker to press a button which unleashes a window pane and crushes him. So, I mean, I find his death not that gory at all. I mean, it looks like a bunch of water painted red, and we don't even get to see what's left of his body. So, I mean, it wasn't really gory, but hey, effort for trying, right? So, anyways, now they start believing that something's gone wrong, all about to die and all that, except for the black guy, and he's just like, nope, no, this ain't right. You guys can hide out in your crazy place all you want, I'm out. And the mother leaves with him. She's just like, you know what? If I'm gonna die, just let me die. So she walks out, and there's this creepy guy with hooks who has a hair fetish. And so meanwhile, the crackhead, by the way, I forgot, after the crackhead died in the beginning, they replaced him with another crackhead. So the crackhead goes into the closet and he's all paranoid, even though they said he's not next to die. But a bunch of hooks start falling and it forms a shadow of a man with hooks. So they called up the girl saying, a man with hooks is gonna kill you, but it's too late because she's stuck in an elevator with him. Then some hooks get caught on her head, and then the elevator door closes on her neck, and the elevator goes up and it decapitates her head. And this stuff is just brutal, especially her last words. She said she doesn't want to die. Pretty sad. I don't think she deserved a death like that. But pretty much almost everybody didn't really deserve a death like this. But yeah, she dies, and so the black guy is now finally, after 3 deaths, convinced that something might be wrong. So he goes crazy, and he goes from not believing anything at all to, I'm gonna kill myself. So he tries to kill himself, but it turns out that he's not next, and so he doesn't need to die. So they start driving in this car, and then they all start sensing stuff, and it turns out that for some reason, whenever the characters survived in Final Destination 1, it created a rift in life, basically, and all of these characters who were supposed to die in that car crash have somewhat related to the characters who died in Final Destination 1. One character was laughing, like a few years ago, how it was so silly how Todd strangled himself. The crackhead remembers he was at Paris, and then he saw Carter die by that stage swinging or whatever, and basically they all just start piecing together stuff. Oh my god, I forgot to mention, there's also a character called Claire. I completely forgot a character. She's from Final Destination 1, and she eventually joins the gang. I'm sorry I forgot that, but I'm not really that good at this reviewing thing. So she starts noticing that all these characters has had some like relation to her friends who died in Final Destination 1. So she eventually pieced together that whatever happened in Final Destination 1 changed life forever. And so yeah, that's basically what happened. But anyways, the character who's driving the car, I forgot her name, I'm just gonna call her the woman who's just there to die. The woman who's just there to die starts swerving, and then the car goes in a bunch of pipes. The black guy gets injured, and she gets one right to her seat, but it doesn't touch her head. It's just there sticking at the back of her head. So basically a bunch of people start fixing it, and then this one douchebag construction worker outright just freaking goes ham with that car, which causes the airbag to fly open, and it kills the lady who is just there to die. So she drops a cigarette, it lights some flames, and then it causes some sort of explosion, and the sharp thing flies at the crackhead and cuts him clean. So I also forgot to mention that the black guy is in the hospital, and the crackhead, right before he died, saves someone who was supposed to die by a truck driving or something like that. And I definitely don't know what's going to happen to that character. Anyways, though, they start piecing together that the lady who's also supposed to die, who's next, who's pregnant, they need to save her because if she has new life, basically she's going to be, I don't know, breaking this sort of ripple effect that I don't know anything about this lore, but what I do know is that just basically accept this concept that she has a baby, then Death will stop killing people. The end. Basically, yeah. So they rushed over to the hospital because the main character had a vision of her actually dying, and drowning in water. So they make it over to the hospital, and luckily she has the baby. So we all think it's a happy ending, but then she has another vision, which I gotta admit, this is a pretty cool plot twist. Turns out that no matter if the car crash happened or not, she would have survived either way. So she's now on death's list. So I thought that's pretty clever. So anyways, some unbelievable bullcrap happens in the black guy's room, and then Claire from the first movie walks in there, everything blows up, and now they're dead. So now the main character is next on death's list. So she drives, I forgot why she did this, but she drives off into the water so that she can I don't know, kill herself, but the sheriff is like, nope, that ain't happening. So he saves her, and I guess since he saved her, now they think that they're all saved. How does that exactly make any sense? I don't know. So anyways, now that they're at a barbecue, they're having dinner with these people, and you remember that guy I mentioned that got saved by interceding, you know that guy who got saved from that truck that was about to hit him? Yeah, but you remember when, on Death's Rules, if someone saves you from something that's about to kill you, then apparently you're on Death's list? Yeah, well, he gets blew up by a barbecue grill. How is that even possible? I don't know. I mean, if a barbecue grill blew up, I mean, trust me, it probably hurt. You'd probably be burned and you'd probably have scars, but I don't think that would blow your entire freaking body up. So his arm conveniently lands right near the mother in the credits roll. So yeah, this basically Final Destination 2. I thought was pretty. Wait a minute, hold on. There's something I don't get about this. So if you save someone from something that's about to kill them, apparently they are gonna die. Is that really how life works? Because if that's so, I'm pretty sure the entire human population would probably be decreased if that's how a death works, apparently. If you save someone, then apparently they die right after you save them. That's pretty dumb. So yeah, that's basically Final Destination 2. So now it's time for me to give my thoughts about the movie. So the characters, these characters didn't really stand out like the first ones did, but they were pretty entertaining to sit through. I sort of did care about them, even though a lot of them was kind of obnoxious, like the black guy. Everyone else was, they were alright. I mean, we didn't get to know some of the characters because, there's literally one guy just died, like a few minutes into the movie. So, I mean, you don't get to really know a lot, like, all of them. But, I mean, they were decent, at least. A horror movie doesn't really rely on its characters that much. It relies on making you be scared, and I gotta admit, this movie is not scary. I guess the simple idea of this happening is sort of scary, but here's the difference between Final Destination 1 and 2. Whenever a kill was gonna happen in Final Destination 1, it was either building up suspense, or it came out of nowhere. Final Destination 2, you basically see the deaths coming from a mile away, especially when the characters call them out. So, I mean, it doesn't really build suspense, but I do gotta give them great job for adding in gory deaths this time. I really think that's a pretty nice touch. The CGI, at some points it was good, and at some points it was terrible. But I honestly didn't think that that CGI was really bad in this movie. And if you want to complain about CGI, just wait till we get to the fourth movie. But overall, I thought Final Destination 2 was a great horror movie. You should watch it if you're a fan of Final Destination. I mean, hey, if you're a fan of Final Destination, you're doing yourself wrong by not watching this movie. I mean, if you watch the fourth and third movie, then surely you can watch this movie. But yeah, I think now we're gonna go ahead and get into some bad movies, because now we have Final Destination 3 and Jeepers Creepers 2. And I don't know what I said about bad movies, because Jeepers Creepers 2 isn't really bad, and it's pretty good, but I mean, Final Destination 3 and The Final Destination, yeah, those movies are gonna decrease in quality from the first two, so I get into them later. Plus, these videos will be longer, so I can have more stuff to rant about. So yeah, that was basically Final Destination 2. It's a great movie. I give it a, I guess, 5 out of 5. It was pretty great. I mean, it's just overall an entertaining movie. I think that's all that matters. It was a great movie and make you happy watching it, especially if you're a horror fan. So yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed this Final Destination 2 review. Please like, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.